Hi there, I'm Monica Lindstrom and this is Legally Speaking. This week we're going to tackle the question, can you be fired because you're gay? Now this became very relevant this past weekend during the NFL draft. Michael Sam, who was an openly gay football player at the University of Missouri, or Mizzou as some affectionately call it, was actually drafted by the St. Louis Rams. He went number 249 in the draft. He was not the last pick, that's usually called Mr. Irrelevant, but even if he had been, there would be nothing about him that would be irrelevant. And that's because he is openly gay, and this is the first time that we've had an athlete in the NFL draft that has already come out and said that he was gay. So the issue is, if the Rams decide that they just don't want to deal with the trouble of him being gay, meaning the fans don't like it, sponsors don't like it, or perhaps there's just a lot of issues in the locker room between the teammates themselves. If they just don't want to deal with that, can they fire him for just being gay? Take away his stats, and I know he's called an in-betweener. His stats at the combine really weren't that good, but he was at least good enough to be drafted. Put all that aside and just think about the fact that he's gay. The answer is yes. Under Missouri law and here in Arizona, he could be fired for being gay. Not only could he be fired, but you could be fired for being gay. That's something that you need to think about when you're going to your employer, because Arizona, even though we like to think of it as the right to work state, it's really not, people. It's a right to fire state. In Arizona and Missouri, there are no protections, at least specific protections, protecting someone because they're gay. They can be fired in both states because they're gay. So if Michael Sam or another athlete that is openly gay, or perhaps still in the closet, the Cardinals find out about it and they want to fire him for being gay, they're allowed to do that. Now granted, they would get a lot of bad press from fans, from the league, and perhaps maybe there would be even a situation like we have with Donald Sterling over with the Clippers, but they would legally be entitled to do it. Now I do think that the law is going to change, and I think it's going to change fairly quickly. There's been a lot of federal law, a lot of federal statements, and in fact the Supreme Court has struck down parts of the Defense of Marriage Act, DOMA. I think that we'll see a change in the next 5 years where we will actually have laws that tell people that you cannot fire somebody for being gay. I think that that will become a protected class. So the answer right now, can someone be fired for being gay? The answer is yes, at least here in Arizona and Missouri. But ask me 5 years from now, and hopefully I will have a different answer for you. You can go ahead and follow me on social media. You can also listen to me on Sunday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. I co-host The Agenda with Joe Huizenga right here on KTAR. You can also hear me during the week, Monday through Friday, on the Mac and Gato Show, which is 3 to 7 p.m. I'm their news commentator and their legal expert. So until next time, this is Legally Speaking, and take care.